I like to think my works are questions I share with an audience rather than answers. For me, it is not about sharing my own opinions, but about provoking questions in the audience through emotions and sensations. My name is Amparo González Sola. I am a dancer and a choreographer. My work goes from dance performance to participative projects in which people are invited to engage beyond the role of audience members. I perform both in the theater and outside of it. And in my projects, I always try to bring together people from different generations, backgrounds, or disciplines. I am rehearsing for my performance, If Every Rock is a Hole, that will take place on Beyond the Black Box. If Every Rock is a Hole is a solo in which I perform. What I do is I hold positions, curves and arcs with the body, and I invite people to observe these holding positions, and with time to also observe all the forces that are in these forms that seems to be still. So the body is all the time resisting and surrendering to gravity. I think this work is a reaction or an alternative to the idea of giving visibility to things or give voice to people. The way I think of this is that it's not only about giving visibility, but more about creating the conditions to perceive the things that seems to be invisible or things that tends to be invisibilized. In the performance, people is seated in both sides, so they are visible to each other. For me, this was a way to make people to perceive how they are participating in what is happening, even if they are only observing or only listening. All the work in the movement I do is around this relation between surrendering and resisting. I do it in the relation with gravity, so my body is all the time resisting and surrendering gravity and also the force of time. But I had the feeling that this could be also a way to approach metaphorically or poetically the resistance and the surrender to other forces that we deal with in life and in society. So in this way, I also think that there is something that the work can bring in the relation with resistance. And my work, in a way, always happen between the black box and beyond the black box. I am very interested in all this trajectory that there is in between spaces. And even when I perform in a theater, my proposition to the audience is to be in a more close relation with the scene. So there is something about this very fragile four wall that is characteristic of my practice. How to create an acknowledgement of our position in the world and the way we affect each other is something that is more and more relevant for me as a maker. It's a question that it really moves me. So in the coming years, I imagine not only be working with this process, but also keep developing ways of engaging people in the research, in different positions as audience, but also as collaborators, researchers, and participants.